أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وآله الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد فقد قال الله الحكيم في كتابه الكريم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد يسرنا القرآن للذكر فهل من مدكر صدق الله العلي العظيم. Inshallah, moving ahead today in the Ilm al-Sarf Unit 1, we'll go through all the revision within 5 minutes inshallah, so it will be very quick, and then we will see today's lesson. So the Unit 1 is about verbs, where we did the introduction, then part 1 was al-Madi, part 2 was al-Mudari that we did the last time. Now today inshallah we will be moving on to al-Abwab. So what are abwab and how do they apply inshallah in Fi'l Madi and Fi'l Mudari? Just to have a quick recap, introduction, and in Arabic a verb is always accompanied by the pronoun. So a fi'l always have a damir with it. Either it is a damir mustatir or a damir bariz. Then every fi'l is always in either first person I and we, or the second person you, or the third person he, she, or they. So inshallah every Arabic verb, either it is a Madi or Mudari or Amr, it has a gender and it has a number included in it. We discussed about the conjugations and the parts of the conjugations: al-ghaib, al-ghaiban, al-ghaibun, al-ghaiba, al-ghaibatan, and al-ghaibat. Then al-mukhatab, al-mukhataban, al-mukhatabun, al-mukhatabah, al-mukhatabatan, and al-mukhatabat. Then we have al-mutakallim and al-mutakallimun. We discussed these in detail. So then we learned about Zamir Bariz and Zamir Mustatir, the hidden Zamir and the evident Zamir. So this was the introduction. The part 1 was about Fail Madi, Fataha Zaidun. We started from here and we discussed about Zamir Mustatir and Zamir Bariz in Huwa and Hiya. Jalasa Huwa and Jalasat Hiya, they have Damair Mustatir, and the others always have Damair Bariz, like the open Damair, the open pronouns, the pronouns that are attached, and we can see those pronouns. Then we discussed about the conjugations, the tasrif of Fataha, 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 Fatahu, Fatahat, Fatahata, Fatahna, and till the end. Then we discussed about like we started making Fi'l Madi, like Ba'atha, Ja'ala, Dhahaba, and Rafa'a. I also received homework from the students, mashallah. Then we moved on to the concept of Fi'l al-Mudari in the next part, which was part 2. We discussed this last time. So Fi'l Mudari is the present habitual or the present continuous or the future tense. So one word may be used for any of these three. And then Fi'l al-Mudari also has a damir with it. So in some cases it is damir bariz, the hidden pronoun, and in other cases it is a damir damir mustatir, which is the hidden pronoun, or the damir bariz, which is the open pronoun, which can be seen. Okay. So then we discussed about yaftahu, yaftahani, yaftahuna, taftahu, taftahani, yaftahna, taftahu, taftahani, taftahuna, taftahina, taftahani, taftahna, aftahu, and naftahu. And then we also made conjugations for yab'athu, yaj'alu, yadhabu, yarfa'u. MashaAllah. I also received homework from our students, mashallah. Well done, and keep on to good work. So now today's topic is al-abwab, which is part 3 of this unit 1. So what is al-abwab, and what concepts should we learn before diving into al-abwab? The first thing is scale of a verb, which is called wazn. Please write this down because it's not written here. So wazn means the scale, right? The letter Fa, Ain and Lam are used as the scale for all words. So words will include verbs and nouns. We are particular here about the verbs, but inshallah in the future lessons we will also be discussing about nouns. So wazn applies to both of them on af'al and on asma. For example, the scale of the verb ذهب is فعل. I always say ذهب بر فعل. ذهب بر فعل. Like ذهب is on the same scale as فعل, right? فعل is the basic parameter, the basic scale, the basic measure, and the root letters can change, like ذهب, بعث, كتب or ضرب and so on. Each letter of a word is named after the letter it corresponds to. For example, in the word ذهب, the letter ذال is labeled as the fa kalima. The letter ha is labeled as the ain kalima, and the letter ba is labeled as the lam kalima. So we say faul fa'il, ainul fa'il and lamul fa'il. So dal is faul fa'il, ha is ainul fa'il and ba is lamul fa'il. You can see the corresponding scales in the chart: fa kalima, ain kalima and lam kalima. The harakat of the ain kalima. Now this is another topic, right? The harakat of the ain kalima, which is related to the abwab, so here they have explained the ain kalima of al madi can have any of the three harakat, i.e. fatha, kasra or dhamma. The ain kalima, the middle letter, can have either a fatha or a kasra or a dhamma, depending on the dictionary. So the dictionary will tell us which type, like which bab it falls into, and the ain kalima decides the bab. Right? Now, similarly, the ain kalima of al-mudari can have any of the three harakat. Same on the same also applies to fa'il mudari. Now here on the right side column, you can see huruf al-mudari or alamat al-mudari. We have discussed huruf atain. In the last lesson we discussed in detail. Then we have the fa kalima. So fa kalima and then the ain kalima will have the bab in it, like which bab it belongs to will be there in the ain kalima, right? Like the word yaftahu. So the ain kalima has a fatha, and in the example yakrumu, so the ain kalima has a dhamma on top of it, which is the letter ra. This one. These are the ain kalimat. And then in the example of yadribu, we have a kasra on the ain kalima, right? So inshallah it's very easy to understand. Let's move on. So the abwab apply on both the fi'l madi and fi'l mudari. Now the combinations of verbs based on various combinations of ain kalima of al madi and al mudari, the verbs are divided into different categories. Each of these is called a bab. The plural of bab is called abwab. Each bab is named after one commonly used verb which falls on that pattern. So then in theory there are 9 possible combinations, but only 6 of them are used, and they are bab fataha yaftahu, bab sami'a yasma'u, bab daraba yadribu, bab nasara yansuru, bab karuma yakurumu, bab hasiba yahsibu. Okay, now you can see this in the table. Let me enlarge the table and explain. Now you can see that easily here. So you can see that in the bab fataha yaftahu, both are fathas. Like the letter ta, which is the ainul fail, has a fatha on top in fail madi and fail mudari. In the bab daraba yadribu, it's the opposite. Like daraba has a fatha on ra and yadribu has a kasra on ra. Then in the bab nasara yansuru, it's again the opposite. Like sad has a fatha in madi and sad has a dhamma in fail mudari. Right? Now this next one, abwab fu'ila. So fa'ila. So sami'a yasma'u, opposite, right? Hasiba yahsibu, same. And then the last one, karuma yakrumu, the same. So if we have same harakat on top, we say that these are abwab furu'. So fataha yaftahu is abwab furu', karuma yakrumu is abwab furu', and then hasiba yahsibu is from abwab furu'. These three are called abwab furu'. It's not written here, so please write it down here because this is very important information. Abwab furu', and the other ones are called abwab usul. So if the harakat of ainul fa'il is opposite in madi and mudare, that is called abwab usul, like daraba yadribu, nasara yansuru, and sami'a yasma'u. All the three of them are abwab usul. Now a particular set of root letters will fall into one of these categories. Right? Inshallah, I'll explain this in today's lesson. Okay, inshallah. So to understand it simply, three of them are abwab usul and three of them are abwab furu'. Okay, if the harakat on the ainul fail are the same, then they are called furu' or secondary. If the harakat on the ainul fail in madi and mudare are opposite, then they are called abwab usul. This thing you have to know about it. Okay, so notes, the name of the abwab are sometimes represented by the first letter of the verb. For example, bab, the bab of fataha is like fataha yaftahu is represented by a fa in the bracket, right, with the root letters. You will always see a fa in the bracket or sin in the bracket or anything like that. Inshallah, when you will see the examples, it would be very easy and evident. So we move on to bab fataha yaftahu. We know that the conjugation of bab fataha yaftahu for fail madi ma'ruf is fataha fataha fatahu fatahat fatahata fatahna fatahta fatahtuma fatahtum fatahti fatahtuma fatahtunna fatahtu and fatahna. Sorry. And the fail mudari ma'ruf will be yaftahu yaftahani yaftahuna, taftahu taftahani yaftahna, taftahu taftahani taftahuna, taftahina taftahani taftahna, and aftahu and naftahu. So every time the letter which is the middle letter, which is the ainul fail, has the fatha on top of it, right, throughout, in either in madi or mudare. So this is from bab fataha. All verbs discussed until now were from bab fataha yaftahu. Was from bab fataha yaftahu. But in the other abwab coming up, the examples would be different, inshallah. Let's move on. Now let's see another bab, which is sami'a yasma'u. So the conjugation for sami'a we have already alhamdulillah we have already learnt about it. The fi'l madi ma'ruf for sami'a, sami'a, sami'u, sami'at, sami'ata, sami'na, sami'ta, sami'tuma, sami'tum, sami'ti, sami'tuma, sami'tunna, sami'tu, and sami'na. Then the fail mudare for bab sami'a would be yasma'u. Like mim will have a fatha in the fail mudare, not a kasra. Okay, in fataha yaftahu, madi and mudare both had a fatha on the middle letter. Now here in sami'a yasma'u, madi and mudare will have opposite harakat. Like sami'a mim, in the madi sami'a mim has a kasra, in the mudare sami'a mim has a fatha on top of it. So yasma'u yasma'ani yasma'una, tasma'u tasma'ani yasma'na, tasma'u tasma'ani tasma'una, tasma'ina tasma'ani tasma'na, asma'u nasma'u. A bit variation on the middle letter on the Ainul Fail is there. Now about the vocabulary. Sami'a yasma'u sam'an. What is this? Okay. Sami'a yasma'u sam'an. So how do we write a bab? How do we write a bab, or how do we write a sarf saghir? How do we write a small conjugation? We write it like this. First we write the fail madi, then we write the fail mudari, and then we write the masdar. The masdar for it. Masdar is the verbal noun. Masdar is the verbal noun. किसी काम के नाम को मस्दर कहते हैं. किसी काम के नाम को मस्दर कहते हैं. जैसे सुनना, to hear, देखना, to see, खाना, to eat, जाना, to go, right? All of these are masadar, and the root letters are extracted from masadar, from the verbal noun, right? So we write the fail madi, we write the fail mudari, and we write the masdar with it. Okay. Sami'a yasma'u sam'an. So Arabs never say sama'a, they always say sami'a, not sama'a. Okay, now the dictionary will tell you which set of root letters or which masdar is from which bab. It is written there in the dictionary. Okay, we can know like 100 or 200 or 300 of them, or maybe 500 of them, or maybe 1,000 from them, but we don't know all of them, right? We have to consult to the dictionary to see which bab is it, if it is required, right? So hazina yahzanu huznan. Now this is not haznan, okay? Huznan. Hazina yahzanu huznan. Huznan is the masdar. Labitha yalbathu. Labitha yalbathu lubthan, right? To stay or to remain. Okay. Then hafiza yahfazu. Hafiza yahfazu hifzan. Khasira yakhsaru khusranan. Rahima yarhamu rahmatan. So you see, the masadir are different every time. Masadir are different, but the bab is the same. Sami'a yasma'u, hazina yahzanu, labitha yalbathu, hafiza yahfazu, khasira yakhsaru, rahima yarhamu. Right? So the bab is the same, which is sami'a yasma'u. Now the highlight for the name of this bab is sami'a yasma'u, right? And all the others will follow the wazn of sami'a yasma'u. Okay, again, other examples. Rakiba yarkabu, sakhira yaskharu, shahida yashhadu, alima ya'lamu, amila ya'malu, kariha yakrahu. The masadir are different every time, but I'm not discussing the masadir in detail right now, because we are discussing the abwab. So the masadir will be discussed inshallah later. Usually to see the masadir, we always consult the dictionary, because we never know that is it rukuban or rakban, is it sukhriyatun or sukhriyan, we don't know, right? Shahadatan or shahadan, right? ilman, or either the masadir are masculine or feminine, and it depends on the dictionary, right? Okay, we are concerned more today with the verbs. चलें जी आगे बढ़ते हैं. Exercise 1. Now comes the homework. Practice verbally conjugating the above verbs. I want your voice messages on WhatsApp, please, for conjugations of all these verbs. Okay, for the conjugations of all these verbs. To make things easy and simple, I will conjugate some of them, so you can they can serve as guide, inshallah. We have discussed sami'a. Inshallah, we are going to conjugate hazina. So hazina, hazina, hazinu, hazinat, hazinata, hazinna, hazinta, hazintuma, hazintum, hazinti, hazintuma, hazintunna, hazintu, and hazinna. Yahzanu, yahzanu, yahzanani, yahzanuna. Tahzanu, tahzanani, yahzanna. Tahzanu, tahzanani, tahzanuna, tahzanina, tahzanani, tahzanna. Zanna. So noon will merge into noon in sigha number 6 and 12. Ahzanu and nahzanu. The next one, labitha. Labitha, labitha, labithu, labithat, labithata, labithna, labitha, labithuma, labithtum, labithi, labithuma, labithtunna, labithu, and labithna. Yalbathu. Yalbathu, yalbathani, yalbathuna. Talbathu, talbathani, yalbathna. Talbathu, talbathani, talbathuna, talbathina, talbathani, talbathna. Albathu and nalbathu. Then we have hafiza. Hafiza, hafiza, hafizu, hafizat, hafizata, hafizna, hafizta, hafiztuma, hafiztum, hafizti, hafiztuma, hafiztunna, hafiztu, and hafizna. Then we have yahfazu, fi'l mudari. يحفظ يحفظان يحفظون تحفظ تحفظان يحفظن تحفظ تحفظان تحفظون تحفظين تحفظان تحفظن أحفظ and نحفظ. Then خسر. خسر خسرا خسروا خسرت خسرتا خسرنا خسرت خسرتما خسرتم خسرتي خسرتما خسرتن خسرتو خسرنا. Then we have يخسر. يخسر. Okay, it's not يسخر, it's يخسر. خسران, right? To lose. So يخسر means he loses or he will lose. Yes, I will also after this conjugation I will explain the meanings. So يخسر. يخسر يخسران يخسرون تخسر تخسران يخسرن تخسر تخسران تخسرون تخسرين تخسران تخسرن أخسر and نخسر. Okay, so the word sami'a means he heard. He heard. Yasma'u means he will hear or he hears. Right? So the fi'l mudari has three meanings. He hears, he is hearing, he will hear. Right? The second example, hazina. Hazina means he grieved. He grieved. Then yahzanu means he is grieving or he grieves or he will grieve. Right? The word labitha means he remained. The word yalbathu means he remains or he is remaining or he will remain. The word hafiza means he guarded. He guarded, fi'l madi. Then the word yahfazu means he guards or he is guarding or he will guard. Then the word khasira, fi'l madi, means he lost. He lost. And the word yakhsaru means he loses or he will lose or he is losing. Right? So rakiba. Rakiba, rakiba, rakibu, rakibat, rakibata, rakibna, rakibta, rakibtuma, rakibtum, rakibti, rakibtuma, rakibtunna, rakibtu, rakibna. Yarkabu. Yarkabu, yarkabani, yarkabuna, tarkabu, tarkabani, yarkabna. Tarkabu, tarkabani, tarkabuna, tarkabina, tarkabani, tarkabna. Arkabu and narkabu. So the word rakiba means he rode. Right? In the past tense. वो सवार हुआ था. Then the word yarkabu means he rides or he is riding or he will ride. वो सवार है या वो सवारी कर रहा है या वो सवार होगा. सखीरा, 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 सखीरू, सखीरत, सखीरता, सखीरना, सखीरता, सखीरतुमा, सखीरतुम, सखीरती, सखीरतुमा, सखीरतुन्ना, सखीरतु, सखीरना. यस्खरु, यस्खरु, यस्खरान, यस्खरून, तस्खरु, तस्खरान, यस्खरना, तस्खरु, तस्खरान, तस्खरून, तस्खरीन, तस्खरान, तस्खरना. अस्खरु and naskhuru. So the word sakhira means he ridiculed, उसने मजाक उड़ाया था. The word yaskharu means he ridicules or he is ridiculing or he will ridicule. यानी वो मजाक उड़ा रहा है, वो मजाक उड़ाता है और वो मजाक उड़ाएगा. Then the word shahida, shahida, shahidu, shahidat, shahidata, shahidna, shahidta, shahidtuma, shahidtum, shahidti, shahidtuma, shahidtunna, shahidtu and shahidna. And then the word yashhadu, yashhadu, yashhadani, yashhaduna, tashhadu, tashhadani, yashhadna, tashhadu, tashhadani, tashhaduna, tashhadina, tashhadani, tashhadna. Ashhadu, nashhadu. So the word shahida means he witnessed. इन द पास्ट टेंस, उसने गवाही दी या उसने देखा, दोनों मायने में इस्तेमाल होता है, देखा या गवाही दी. यशहदु मीन्स ही विटनेसेस और ही विल विटनेस और ही इज़ विटनेसिंग. सो यशहदु यानी वो गवाही देता है, वो गवाही देगा या वो गवाही दे रहा है. तीनों मायने इस पे सही आएंगे. नेक्स्ट इज़ अलिमा, 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 अलिमू, अलिमत, अलिमता, अलिमना, अलिमता, अलिमतुमा, अलिमतुम, अलिमती, अलिमतुमा, अलिमतुन्ना, अलिमतु एंड अलिमना. यालमु, यालमान, यालमूना, तालमु, तालमान, यालमना, तालमु, तालमान, तालमूना, तालमीना, तालमान, तालमना, अलमु एंड नालमु. Until you conjugate these words with your voice, I don't think it's possible to learn it, because until you say the word you don't learn what it is, right? You will always be finding the meanings in your notes or here or there, right? Just remember the basic conjugation that we have learned until now, and you can make thousands of conjugations from that, and for every word inshallah you will be knowing, you will know the meaning, like if it is a'lamu or if it is alimtu, right? You will know the meaning, what it means, inshallah. So this is the most important part of ilm-sarf, to understand the basic conjugations of different abwab. Especially here we have got the bab sami'a yasma'u. Inshallah we will be doing more abwab as today. So practice verbally conjugating the above verbs. I have made the problem easier for you inshallah, and I am waiting for your homework. Okay, I'm waiting for your voice messages that you will be sending me. It's not going to work the first time. If it works, mashallah. If it doesn't work, please try again. If there will be a mistake, inshallah I will promptly reply to you and I'll tell you about the mistake. Okay. If the conjugation is not very fast like what I am doing, I am saving time here. Okay, I am just saving time. You can go very slow on the conjugation, no problem. Very slow. One word. Keep the notes in front of you, and keep the Maher Bariz with you, like you know, like how to conjugate, and you can have a sample conjugation in front of you like sami'a, and then you can say the conjugation according to that sami'a rule, right? So it's not that you remember all the conjugations by heart, not like that. First start with a sample conjugation of sami'a yasma'u, and then you can put in different root letters to generate other conjugations. Exercise 2. Translate the following and write the sigha. Okay. So here we have number 1. Sami'na. So first what you need to decide is that either it's fi'l madi or mudari. So sami'na is fi'l madi because it has got a na at the end of it. So na means we, and because it's madi maruf, so we say we heard. We heard, हमने सुना. Okay. Number 2, rahimtum. So let me say the conjugation also, so we can also note which number is it. Like sami'na. Sami'na is number 14, of course. سمع سمعا سمعوا سمعت سمعتا سمعنا سمعت سمعتما سمعتم سمعتي سمعتما سمعتن سمعتوا سمعنا. Number 14. Now here question number 2 is rahimtum. So rahima rahima rahimu rahimat rahimata rahimna rahimta rahimtuma rahimtum. So this is the 9th one. rahimtum, ये तुमने रहम किया. तुम तो उर्दू वाला तुम है, right? You mercied. Okay, number 3. Question number 3. Takrahu. Takrahu. So it doesn't has a suffix at the end. So now we know that it's not fi'l madi, it's fi'l mudari. So for fi'l mudari, we use the red color. Takrahu. Okay. Karah. Yakrahu, yakrahani, yakrahuna. Takrahu, takrahani, yakrahna. And then again takrahu. So we know that it's number 4 or number 7. So number 4 translates to he, she, and number 7 translates to you. Okay, and you can see the masdar from the meaning. Number 4, question number 4. Rahima. Rahima. Rahima is very easy. The first one, Rahima means he, उसने रहम किया. Rahima यानी उसने रहम किया, he mercied. Okay, question number 5. Khasirti. Khasirti. So when we have the letter T at the end, we know that it's for a feminine and we know that it's for the mukhatab. So we translate it to you. तुमने खसारा किया. तुमने खसारा किया. Right? Okay. खसरा खसरा खसरू खसरत खसरता खसरना खसरता खसरतुमा खसरतुम खसरती. Number 10. Khasirti. Number 10. Right? And then we have khasira. It's very simple. Khasira khasira. Number 2. Khasira means you both. They both. Not you both, sorry. They both. उन दोनों ने खसारा किया. उन दोनों ने खसारा किया. उन दोनों ने नुकसान किया. खसीरा. Okay. Then number 7. Question number 7. The dars is going on, and I want to finish it within time, inshallah, so it doesn't get boring. Please, you can do others as well, inshallah. Ta'amalna. I'll not go into such details. I'll just tell you the siga number and then you can translate it accordingly. So this is challenge for you after number 7. Ta'lamna. Ya'lamu ya'lamani ya'lamuna. تعلموا تعلمان تعلم يعلمنا. تعلموا تعلمان تعلمون تعلمين تعلمان تعلمنا. Number 12 in فعل مضارع. Number 12 in فعل مضارع. It will translate to you all ladies. You all ladies, because you are talking to ladies, starting with a ta. Number 8. Question number 8. حفظ حفظا حفظوا حفظت حفظتا حفظنا حفظت حفظتما حفظتم حفظت حفظتما حفظتم. حفظتا is in the sigha number 6 of fi'l madi. तूने हिफाजत की, you protected. Okay, inshallah. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa alihi tahirin. All the others you have to do it by yourself, inshallah, and send me answers. Also write the question with the answers. Please don't only send me the answers. Like what am I supposed to know, like what's the question, right? So that gives me a lot of work to tally the questions, because yours are in soft copies. So please also write the question. Don't forget to write the question when you are doing the exercises. Translate the following and write the sigas. You have to do it and send it to me, inshallah, for correction. I think that's all for today. Or we can also take Bab Daraba Yadribu. We can also take Bab Daraba Yadribu. So Daraba Darabu follows the same as like Fataha. ضرب ضربا ضربوا ضربت ضربتا ضربنا ضربت ضربتما ضربتم ضربتي ضربتما ضربتنا ضربتو and ضربنا. This was فعل ماضي معروف. Now فعل مضارع يضرب, not يضرب. Okay, not يضرب. Now this is another bab. يضرب يضرب يضربان يضربون تضرب تضربان يضربنا تضرب تضربان تضربون تضربين تضربان تضربنا. أضرب and نضرب. Inshallah, we have some examples. حمل يحمل حملا صبر يصبر صبرا ضرب يضرب ضربا ظلم يظلم ظلما عرف يعرف معرفة أقل يعقل أقلا. Then we have أقر يعقر معقرة, and then we have قدر يقدر قدرة. Then we have كذب يكذب كذبا كسب يكسب كسبا, and ملك يملك ملكا, and هبط يهبط hubutan. So you can inshallah study these by yourselves, or you can let me know if you want a small like 15 to 20 minute dars for these conjugations. Inshallah, I can tell you in detail. So you can practice the verbs conjugation and send them to me also, and do the exercises, inshallah. Sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa alihi tahirin. So this is too much. If even you don't want to do this daraba yadribu, inshallah we can discuss this in the next lessons in detail. I'll also give you conjugations. We'll also be doing the exercises together, and then inshallah you can send me the homework. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa alihi tahirin.